What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I got some breaking news for you. Looks like the Dolphins have continued their signings. They have signed yet another player, and it's another player from the Patriots. Real quick side note there, I want to just point out that Tom Brady actually, not only did he leave the Patriots, and this actually could explain why there seems to be a mass exodus as well from the Patriots. Everyone seems to think that their dynasty is going to be over, which is certainly plausible. But anyway, he actually went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, though, which is interesting. So, I was wrong. I thought that he would end up retiring, if he wasn't going to go back to the Patriots, but he signed a $30 million deal 1 year with the Bucs. So that's fascinating and interesting, and we'll see how that plays out. Anyway, back to the Dolphins, though. It looks like the Miami Dolphins have signed former Patriots linebacker Elandon Roberts. So now they have also added Elandon Roberts to the mix. I'm not seeing much as of right now, though, on what the deal actually consists of. I'm not seeing any prices or, numbers here. So once we get that, I'll definitely make sure to update you and let you know the details of the Elandon Roberts deal. But it's another defensive player, another linebacker. It's more cap space that's come off the board, right? So again, I mean, we have to wait and see what the actual details of this are. But again, continuing to blow through cap space. We're down probably like below 50 million at this point. We've blown through over half of what we had going into this free agency period already just in a few days. And of course, we're also gonna, and they might not even be done. And of course, then we also have to sign the draft class, which is gonna be probably, 15 million ish or whatever. Especially because I feel like they're going to trade away some of those picks and move up. So they'll have less picks overall, especially higher picks, because I'm pretty sure they're going to get rid of some of those higher picks that we have to, put together a package to move up. And then also, too, with them bringing in Kyle Van Noy and Elandon Roberts, what is that starting to say about the linebacking unit, right? Like, they did tender Vince Beagle, but, he is dropping down the depth chart. And even, Jerome Baker and Raekwon McMillan, with those two guys, Elandon Roberts and Kyle Van Noy, they could take playing time from them. So what does it say, about those guys? And we'll have to see how that all shakes out, right? Because, and that's the linebacking unit was arguably the second, in my opinion, the second deepest position. So, it could have been resources used elsewhere instead of those two positions or those two players at the strongest position. To be fair, though, Kyle Van Noy does have some decent pass rushing ability, and that's part of the equation there. And Elandon Roberts has been used as a fullback before, so he could be used as a flex option in that regard as well. But then that also kind of doesn't necessarily say good things about Cox, who they drafted last year as their fullback. And I mean, he spent most of the year not even, in the game or on the active roster and stuff like that. So, there is potential that they're saying, maybe we don't really think he's going to be, the guy at fullback, which doesn't say much about that's just speculation, of course. I'm not saying that is the way they're thinking exactly, but it could be, and or at least in part. But I do find it, that's probably not likely, to be fair, considering the fact that his main position is linebacker, Elandon Roberts. But you never know. So, but at the very least, he could be used as a flex option in that regard. So, it's interesting. And then, again, the final thing that I'll say is that with these signings, with the way that they are blowing through cap space, first of all, we should absolutely expect the Dolphins to be putting together a pretty substantial package to move up, whether it be 3, 2, 1, whatever, to go get whatever quarterback it is that Stephen Ross loves. And, and then I mean, you know, I don't know. We can expect, they've already proven that they are going to be big spenders in free agency. We can expect that they're going to move up. Again, we have to wait and see. It's still about a month away, so it's not totally set in stone, but all the writing is on the wall there. I don't know how you could, you know, expect anything other than that, but the pressure is going to be immense. I mean, with the signings, with the way they're blowing through cap space, if they do end up doing that, I mean, the pressure is going to be absolutely immense to, you know, be substantially better than what we were last year, and even, you know, push for contention, especially considering the new 14-team format. If the Dolphins don't, you know, get into the playoffs this year, or if they don't, you know, or if they only win about the same amount of games, or you know, God forbid, if they lose less games, or lose more games, win less games, you know, win same or less, whatever, you get what I'm saying. If they win less games, then I'm telling you, in other words, if the 2020 season does not live up to the hype and the expectations that are, you know, being put onto this season by everybody, because of, you know, all the hype about all the cap space and look at the moves they're doing and all the draft capital, etc., but also because of the actual moves that they are doing. They are, you know, they're making splashes left and right. So if they don't pan out, if it doesn't work, I'm telling you, mark my words, hear me now, quote me later, Brian Flores will get scapegoated somewhere after year 3, or, you know, maybe in the middle, somewhere in the middle of year 4, if this year and next year do not go as planned, and we either, you know, stay the same or regress, and if we fail to make the playoffs, especially in an expanded 14 playoff team format. So anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Breaking news. There is still a lot to fucking, you know, play out. And so we'll see. We'll see. And look, just real quick, I want to say as well, so many people like hate on me and shit on me because of the perspective I have. But look, at the end of the day, I'm going to be frank with you guys. I don't care, because a couple reasons. One, I got to be me. I just got to be me. 2, the most important thing, and really my job, is not to make people comfortable. It's actually to say the things that are uncomfortable if they're true, so that way we can get to the root of the issue and solve the problem. Facts and data are all that matter. The truth is what matters. And so I give you my analysis, and I try my best to make sure that, you know, when I'm speculating about things, I let you guys know about that, because I care about being fair and honest, and, you know, I don't like being a hypocrite. I like being consistent, etc., etc. But look, at the end of the day, you know, it's not negativity if it's true. You know, people can be all butthurt and upset because I'm telling you things that are uncomfortable, but it's on you if you choose to ignore the facts and the reality. Like, you know, Ryan Tannehill. I know it's an age-old thing now at this point, but the fact that people say that he's not a good quarterback and that, you know, he's only succeeding now because of these other things, blah, 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 is just absolutely absurd, because it's counterfactual. Anyway, so with that, I'm gonna get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoy my videos of perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And of course, as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.